Hello, everyone. Hitting buttons. Okay, now we're ready. How you doing? All right, let's see how many people we get in a random day stream. This is 4:04 p.m. Eastern Time. So, lunch break on the West Coast. May get a few from there. East Coast, you're probably still at work. Potentially getting out soon, depending on where you work. What's going on? Hello, people signing on. How are we? We're opening up Diet Pepsi. Keenan, what's up? Number one, buddy. Number one. How's everybody doing? Joseph, what's going on, bud? Good to see you. Good to see everyone signing on. Good to see there's people around at this weird time of day. Pomcat, Happy New Year to you as well. Hope you had fun. Hope you were safe. Rob, what's going on, bud? Good afternoon to you as well. I know number one is my nickname. Oh, that's a good one, dude. Hey, Scott, how you doing? How's everybody doing? Should tell you right off the bat, I'm very sick. I got like a head cold, so I probably sound weird. I just took some aspirin, so we should be okay for the next little while. Yep, Pepsi time for sure. And I got a ton of tissues with me in case anything goes wrong. So we're going to get through this. I had a video to make today, but I'm just feeling like crap and don't feel like making a video today at all. So we're going to live stream, which is probably going to be, in the long run, harder because it's an hour straight of talking when I can barely talk. But hey, we'll figure it out. Richard, what's going on? All good here outside of Seattle. Still working, but not too hard, obviously. Happy New Year. Well, thanks for tuning in from work. Good stuff. Conley, how you doing? Good to see you. Jacob says, I'm not getting any audio and everything's super slowed down. Is anybody else having that problem? I haven't heard anything other than you with that issue. You might want to sign on again, even though you can't hear me. Me too, man. Bad cold. Ron is not having that problem. Hi, Ron. How are you? It just goes around, man. When one person gets the head cold, it sweeps through everyone. And I ran out of Dayquil. And Dayquil is the greatest thing that's ever happened to mankind. So I'm rocking just regular aspirin. We're going to see if this does anything. This is kind of like a test live stream. We're going to see if aspirin helps with a head cold. We shall see. But yeah, it's all up in here. I don't feel like I have a headache. I feel like I have, my head feels heavy. It's a big head. But now it really feels just like heavy. It's kind of the thing I'm going with right now. I still ran a 5K today. 3.1 miles, and then walked for 20 minutes. So that was interesting. It was fine while I was running, but then after I got done running, it was messy, I guess you could say. A lot of coughing. John, how you doing? Happy New Year. Well, thank you, buddy. This always happens to me around this time of year. Just that head cold action. Tundra, what's going on, dude? How are you, sir? Doug, how is Alaska? Happy New Year to you, sir. Lucky you got a cold. I have a separated collarbone. Okay, I'd much rather a cold than a separated collarbone for sure. I hope you feel better. Let me ask you, how did you do that? I gotta know. You know, one of my New Year's resolutions was to drink less Diet Pepsi. It's not going so well. Diet Pepsi is one of those things, or like soda in general. I don't really drink a lot of it. I like to drink it on the live stream. It's just better than drinking another cup of coffee. But, yeah, it always helps when I have a cold. Caffeine always works. Yes, thank you, Doug. Hope you are well up there. Did anyone catch I don't know if you don't follow me on Instagram and Twitter, you probably didn't, but Andrei Smirnov from TFL Truck did an article yesterday in which he mentioned me in, so that was pretty cool. That was pretty humbling. I think about 100 people hit me up between email and comments and private messaging to let me know of that, which was very cool. Thank you for that. I'm well getting on the bike right now. Be safe out there on the bike, sir. Jose, what's going on? Happy New Year, dude. Absolutely. Hope everyone had a good New Year, of course. Who has trouble with their phone disconnecting from Bluetooth? I did. I don't even use... Okay, so when I was using the Entune app suite is when I had all my trouble. It wouldn't recognize, it would say tether error or insufficient connectivity. And I couldn't figure out what was going on. And to this day, I still don't know. At the end there, when I was using... I haven't used Entune app suite since they got rid of Pandora. Now I just use straight up Bluetooth, which works fine. But it does this thing where it would... I have like other vehicles in my phone. I have the FRS in my phone for Bluetooth, and I have a couple old Tundras that I just never took out. So it would automatically select a Tundra that I don't have anymore, and that's why I was having a lot of trouble connecting at the end there. Excuse me. Hey, Yamaha, what's going on? Headed home from work. Thanks for giving me something to listen to. Big 278 game Friday. Very nice, my friend. Very nice. Very nice. Oh, the bike is in your house. I apologize. Stationary bike action. I have one sitting right there. And when it rains outside and I don't feel like running, that is what I hop onto. 278 is amazing. Good stuff there, dude. How often do you wash your Tundra in and out? Being real. I suck at it. I probably wash the outside of my Tundra in the winter 2-3 times through the whole winter. In the summer, I'll always hose it down, but an actual true wash probably once every 2 weeks in the summer. And anytime it goes in for service, I always have them do a full detail inside and out. Not feeling better, Craig. I think last time we had a live stream, it was the beginning. Today, I don't know if you could hear it in my voice today. It was rough last night, and it's really bad today, which is why I'm doing a live stream versus a video, which is kind of dumb, I know. Talking for an hour when you have a cold is tough, but I didn't feel like going through all the process of making a video today. I feel weak. That's the other thing I feel. I feel weak. Still ran and everything, but I just don't feel myself. But we did it. I can't run at all, so the bike is what I do. Nothing wrong with that, dude. Bike's what's up, especially if you have a bike that has, you know, like different settings where it'll change, you know, everything throughout the biking experience. I know mine you put on, it has like 14 different things you can select, and it'll change how hard it is to pedal throughout the whole thing and stuff like that. It's pretty tough, actually. Separated it somehow playing soccer. Okay, that's a first, eh? If you could hear a radio in your truck's not loud enough, it might be a car. Real trucks don't need Bluetooth. You connect to them with your right foot. Oh, boy. What's going on, Dan? How you doing, buddy? Just restarted my phone. It's all good now. All right, cool. Sorry about the issue, the potential issue of you not being able to hear me. But, yeah, glad you're back now. But anyway, so once again, thank you to Andrei Smirnov and TFL Truck for putting me in their story yesterday. That was cool. Like I said, it was very humbling to see that. There was a thing about, he was talking about the next-gen Tundra and what it might have, and they were kind of talking about the 30 mpg video I made, which was cool, which has its lovers and haters. My God, does it ever. I've never seen people get so beat up and mad over speculation. Speculation that I've said was speculation since day one, but whatever, floats the old boat. I have a dial I can change the toughness of pedaling. There you go, yes. What are my resolutions for 2019? I always have the same ones every year. I'll tell you one that I discovered today. In fact, let me pull up the stats, because it has a lot to do with fitness for me. But, you know, I run 7 days a week, but if it rains, usually I'll just do the bike. I've been kind of trying to change it up. So last year I ran 918 miles. I burned 137,356 calories running. I spent 266 hours, 14 minutes, and 3 seconds running. And I climbed an elevation of 33,932.7 feet. So my goal is, and it was, let me see. Oh, so my goal this year, since I was 918 miles last year, I definitely want to get over 1,000 this year. So it'll be over 1,000 miles running. If you don't know this, I used to run pretty hardcore back in the day. When I was playing hockey, I was always running conditioning-wise. So back then I was running, you know, hardcore 7 miles a day, 7 days a week, and, you know, I would hit 10 miles every once in a while. Haven't hit a 10-mile run since coming back to running. I started running again in early 2017. In between there, I was doing a lot of weightlifting, bodybuilding, so I came back to running. So this year I want to hit 10 miles again. That would be cool. 6 miles is usually what I do as far as my peak distance now. So, you know, every day, like today I did 3.1 running, so I did the 5K today. But yeah, I want to do 10 miles. Not daily, day in, day out, but I just want to hit 10 miles a couple times in the year. I'm good at hitting goals. Like, I'm pretty good. I'm kind of one of those people that if there's a goal to set out for, I will hit it. So that's a big resolution to me. I want to keep the house cleaner. That's one of my things all the time. The wife and I work. We never have time, especially I work, and then I do the YouTube thing, which takes all the time in the world. So, you know, you come in, you're like, I'm too tired to clean. So I want to get better at that. We started the process. We made ourselves like a little bit of a schedule of when to clean, what to clean, and we will follow the schedule. Another thing that we're doing is we're not going to eat out as much. Like, we order in because we get home from work and it's like, I'm too tired to make anything. So we also made a schedule of the stuff we will eat through the week. Stuff that's easy to you know, to prepare. We got a huge new crock pot, which I'm very proud of. I love that crock pot, earlier in December. So we're going to be using a lot of that. So I'm pretty excited. You know, it's stuff that I'm not a big New Year's guy. Like, I don't really care about New Year's. Some people live and die by like, oh, I'm going to party. It's New Year's. We got to do it right. Listen, things that you should do around New Year's are the things you should do throughout the year. So, you know, it's basically a reset button for some people, and whatever works, cool. For me, I have ultimate goals all the time, regardless of what time of year it is. If you don't have a goal, you're not shooting for anything. It's kind of like going to work every day. If you don't have something that you want to buy eventually that's hard to get, what the hell's the point of going to work every day? Like, you got to have something to shoot for, right? So I'm one of those people. I always have something going on as far as goals and everything, so we shall see. But yeah, fitness, running, just increasing distance, should be fun. 2018 started bowling again, so I have a lot of bowling things I want to do for 2019. I've already hit a bunch of stuff in 2018. It's like when I came back from bowling, I was not bowling for 6 years. I used to bowl in leagues all the time, a few times a week, hardcore, nonstop, summer and winter leagues. I took a break because we were getting married, and then I came back May 2018, I started to bowl again, and yeah. And now we're already, you know, I have the highest average in my league. It kind of was just like, it took a couple times to go bowling to get everything back, but now it seems to be there. Of course, there's always ways to be better. You're never going to be, you know, amazing 110% at bowling all the time. There's always a way to get better. It's like golf. Golf. I love golf. I love to play golf. I don't play nearly as much as I used to, but it's one of those sports that you'll never be the best at. You'll always have things you can work on. You know, even Tiger Woods, the best golfer in the world, has things he can work on. So that's always fun. All right, now, sorry, I got to get caught up here. I've down. There's my resolutions. Sorry that went so long on the resolutions thing, my bad. Rob says a stationary bike, a bike that goes nowhere. And I thought NASCAR was bad with the left turns. Hey, they got road courses too. I'm pedaling, I'm going 5 miles and nowhere. Left turn again, and left turn. Oh, you left out one left turn unless you're a Pocono. Yeah, like I said, I love to go outside and run. I have a treadmill. I don't like to use the treadmill. It's not the same to me. The bike, I strictly use my bike for, you know, if the weather sucks outside, and it's no point. I used to run in the rain, but you don't get anything out of it. It's not as fun. If it's like a misty, you know, drizzle, no big deal, but like downpours with puddles everywhere, it's pointless. Use the bike. Mine get another 2 inches of lift and be rolling on 35s. Okay, well, there's a good one. No, I will not be making fitness videos, I promise you that. Running is one of those things that it's, you know, I put the music on and I go. I couldn't imagine telling anyone to do it like that. You know, like a lot of people find ways to, when you're doing any kind of fitness, you know, you make personal goals, like we just talked about goals. You make personal goals and you hit them, but I've never been a fan of working out or running with anyone because someone's going to slow the other person down. You know what I mean? I'd rather just do things myself. So when it comes to running, throw the headphones in. You know, 5 in the morning, let's go, let's run. Or, you know, after work, depending on time, temperature, all that stuff. But yeah, I'm more of a just me kind of runner. If I had to do videos with running, it would probably take all the therapeutic feelings out of it, because I definitely use running to calm down, trust me. Wow, you ran more than Forrest Gump. I mean, it's funny. You'd be surprised how much you actually run when you track it, like the tracker that I use. It's amazing. It is amazing. Rob Yoda, bikes aren't allowed on the road where I live. No bikes on the road. That is a little weird. Safety first, you know, teamwork second, though. Happy New Year, Mike. What's going on, bud? TD34, the workout video series. Oh, God. Let's hope not. Let's hope not. Pompcat with the laugh. All right. Tundra Golf, do you live somewhere where it's all freeway? He lives in Arkansas, but yeah, the neighborhood is okay for them. And no, I live in the country. Nothing but 2-lane roads, but the roads are barely wide enough for 2 vehicles. So that's a pain. Any Wisconsin people here? Yeah, where's everybody coming from today? Where are you in the world? Michael wants to know. I saw a Ranger that was V8 swapped yesterday. Full roll cage and everything. Awesome stuff. The Ranger badge was changed to say anger management. That's pretty cool. A buddy of mine that I used to work with has a Ranger that he's doing a V8 swap in as well. So if that ever gets done, it's been sitting in his yard for a while, but I'm sure he's eventually going to get to it when he has the time. Very busy guy. We'll do a video on it. I'd love to see it. Let's see. New Year goal. Celebrate next New Year. Yeah, there you go. Not a bad goal at all. Not a bad goal at all. I didn't even stay up for the new year. I never do. Being real. I wish all the bikers would stay off the 2-lane roads up here where I live. It's too dangerous. However, in California, and the bikers have the right of way, yes, we actually have to slow down for them, yes. And some bikers will still move over to get, you know, the cars by them, but there are those bikers out there that are like, no, it's my road, and they make you follow them. It's pretty crazy. They have a death wish. What if you slow yourself down? What do you mean by that? Only in Little Rock do bikes have the capability of getting on the road safely, yeah. But only near certain areas like golf courses and parks. Around New York City, they did a lot of good stuff in the whole 5-borough area. They started to make a lot of biking paths everywhere, especially Staten Island and things like that. I bet you they save a lot of lives every year. I slow myself down to look for bikers. Oh, okay. But the problem is there's nowhere to go. They need to add a bike lane or somewhere for them to ride. I agree. Steve, what's going on? What are your thoughts on the Ready Lift 2-inch lift for a pro? Do you have a pro? You have a pro right now, you're saying? Like you want to add more lift to your existing TRD Pro level? Hit me with that. Can you steer me in the right direction for transmission fluid change? When and do you do it yourself or dealer? PS, we have bike lanes here, thank God. For me, here you go. Rob Yoda's going to answer this for you. If your transmission is serviceable, do it yourself and use the right transmission fluid. However, most transmissions are no longer serviceable. And the Tundra, today's Tundra, is one of those no longer serviceable. You're going to have to take that puppy in and let them do it, unfortunately. Yeah, bikes in Little Rock have a bike lane. Good stuff. Mild, North Carolina. There you go. I love when you always add that to it. Yes. I don't know what you were saying there, but I'm going to guess you're saying yes, like a Ready Lift add-on 2-inch. I've actually heard people, yes, I do. Okay, cool. There we go. Now we got it. It's stupid autocorrect, isn't it? I've heard people do addition lifts on their Pros, and even on their Tundras, but yeah, I've never used a Ready Lift, but I never heard anything bad about it, and I've heard people do exactly what you're trying to do with no issues. What I would do, if I were you, though, is read a bunch of reviews on the actual part you're about to buy. So, like, if you go buy it at, say, 4-Wheel Parts or something like that, just make sure you read all the customer reviews and make sure the package that you're buying is, you know, good to go. Long-term, longevity, reliable, all that stuff. Lifts, I always say this, whether it be a leveling kit or a lift kit. You got to make sure you're not buying, like, some people will go bargain hunting for them, but you don't want a lift that sucks. And you don't want a lift that doesn't have longevity in it, okay? Because that will start busting up a lot of parts underneath your truck if you don't have a good lift on there. You don't want to start ruining very expensive components. So we shall see what you think. Go check it out. Read the reviews. Come back and see. We'll see what you're going to do. Okay, hold on. I got to go back now. Lennon, what's going on, buddy? How are you? Pompcat says in Southern California, there's bike lanes. Okay, so bikers don't get in the way unless it's downtown L.A. I would never want to ride a bike in L.A. There's just too much congestion. Oh, it's just asking for an issue. Do a suspension lift. Icon gives 1 to 3 inches without sacrificing ride quality. Ready lifts or bracket lifts. That's true, too. And I always mention this, and again, I have no stake in this. I'm just going off of all the things you guys say, because you guys seem to like them a lot. But the Bilstein, 5100 and 6112 adjustable shocks. Very good. People love. Push-up time for Tundra. Go get him, kid. No problem, Steve. John, what's going on, buddy? Haven't seen you in a while. Welcome back. Happy New Year. Do you think the SX trim will be available on Crew Max next year? I don't know, dude. I think where they're trying to go with it, and this is totally in my mind. Hold on. Disclaimer. Disclaimer. I'm going to say it again. I'm going to say disclaimer a lot this year, I have a feeling. This is just in my mind. Thank you. Okay. The SX was invented to make the people happy that there was no TRD Pro double cab. I don't think, like, I don't have any knowledge on that. I'm just saying, because that's what they did. They don't make the double cab TRD Pro in the US anymore. So they started making that SX that kind of has TRD Pro quality as far as look. So I think that's kind of the direction they were going. I don't think you'll see a Crew Max. I guess it depends on how good they sell. If they sell well, maybe, but I wouldn't put my money on it. That's just me, though. Didi, what's going on? Lafayette, Louisiana there. There you go. In need of new brake front and rear, any kit recommendations? TRD. TRD kit would be cool. Even if you're just looking for brake pads, they have TRD ones. I definitely want to try them next time. See what's going on. If you do the big brake kit, it's about 32 hundo. It's not cheap. I think it's like 3,200. Might be making that up. Might be in the 2000s. I don't understand why all the bikers want to ride up in the hills. We have a ton of nice bike paths and places for them to ride in town, but they still want to ride the danger hills and the two-laners. So, I mean, I used to do a lot of road biking, and where I grew up in New York, it was all mountains and hills and stuff like that. For me, when I used to want to do the hills and things, I would do it strictly on a cardio basis. The paths that are available to bikers are great, but when you start elevating your game, their distances and stuff, you want to kind of bring it into play with challenging yourself, and then you want to bring the hills into it and stuff like that. But I'm telling you right now, if it was a 2-lane road with no, shoulders or anything to ride in, hell no, I would not be doing that. But that's just me. Safety first. I've been hit by cars running before. Walked away from each one, no problem. But I have had a couple brush-ups with cars, none of which were my fault. Their fault. Phones, radios, not paying attention, that kind of thing. I used to run on a shoulder on a very busy road, and I was never in the way, but it was, in hindsight, it was very stupid to do, just because you never know. No one pays attention on the road anymore, so one of those things. I now run in Seaside Park on a boardwalk, so I feel a lot more safe now, and the boardwalk is elevated above the road. TD, you should buy the new Super Next. I gotta be honest with you, Lennon. I'm being real. I don't really care for it. I don't really care for the Supra. I don't. I'm sorry, man. Don't hate me. But yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the Supra. I don't dislike it. I just don't want to own it. The FRS has taught me one thing. It's taught me one thing. I don't ever want to own like a sports car again, I don't think. It served its purpose well, but if I was ever to buy a car again, it would be something that was a little more functional. So that would be kind of the thing that I would want to go. Supra, too much of a sports car. I'd probably want to get like, I like the Camry XSE. You know, that has a good amount of power, but it's still practical in everyday life. I probably will just rock the trucks from now on. So, kind of my thought. Anywho, groups of kids, Nathan, what's up? Groups of kids came through my yard with ATVs and ran into my 2016 Malibu. That's crazy. They just went through your yard like that? Pismo Beach, Cali. There it is. Pismo Beach. I've never been there. I've never been to California. I don't know why I just said that. Anywho, BMW is not super. No. I don't want a BMW either, though. For me, around this part, or this area, it's funny. My wife always says this. She's like, you could totally tell what car is coming up behind you strictly by the way they're driving. Like, if they're banging in and out of traffic, it's a BMW. It always ends up being a BMW or something like that. People give it a bad name. So TD, while in Daytona for the 500 next year, we need to play golf. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We need to do that. Golf has to happen, especially if I'm in Florida in February. Yeah. I mean, I suck, but, you know, I'll do my best to keep up with you. Wife saw the Camry XSE and fell in love. It's beautiful. I like it. When we go home to Newport, Rhode Island, the bikers and walkers have the right of way. Yeah. At all times, or a ticket is coming your way. So in Seaside Park, all of the intersections have yield to pedestrian signs, which people don't a lot. And as a runner, I don't trust anyone. If you're running, biking, walking, you can't trust anyone. You have to think everyone's going to run you over. But yeah, some people just don't pay attention at all. And I mean, dude, there are signs. 4 signs per intersection. Because the way the road works in Seaside Park is you got a main road that's 2 lanes going in and coming out. So you get sign on one side, then there's like islands, and then sign on the other side. If you look down, because it's kind of like a straight shot, it just looks like, especially at night, if you have like a bright LED flashlight or your headlights, you could just see hundreds of yield to pedestrian signs. I have a dirt pit, and they are on private property. I have a lot of signs. There you go. Prosecute, bro. I play a beer a hole. Okay, I'm in. I'm definitely in. DV, Happy New Year to you as well, buddy. And he says Happy New Year to everyone. Hold on, my wife is texting me right now. So, gotta see what's going on. Is my phone on mute? No. Let's see. What do we do? Sorry. We're trying to decide dinner. Sorry, guys. One sec. Talk amongst yourself. Okay. So, yeah. We're doing a little pasta tonight. That's the story. Okay. Cliff, what's going on? Did we talk about the Tampa Bay Lightning yet? We did not. We never will. Nah. Tampa Bay's cool. Got some more patches for the upcoming patch frame that I plan to make. They're all from my old man. My old man gave me all the patches I've asked for. He still got one to give me, so I'm going to show you these real quick. If you don't know what I'm talking about, right behind me, there's a bunch of patches, your patches. Viewers have sent me patches, EMS, police, fire, military, and yeah, I've been asking you guys to send. I used to collect them, and now I want to make a big frame of all of your patches because this channel supports the military hardcore and supports EMS, fire, police, all that. So my father, if you don't know this, is a retired cop, sergeant, and he was also in the military. So he gave me a bunch of his patches to add to this big frame, which is going to turn out to be 2 frames. And in case you weren't here when I showed this before as well, this is where the frame will go, right under the Kyle Petty sign. Right here, I'm going to put a massive frame of all of your stuff, of all of your patches and whatnot. So, but this is what he gave me today, some cool ones. And these are actually used, so that's pretty neat. Let's see. All my fathers. 4th Infantry Division, Vietnam veteran. I mean, I don't know what he had this on. I guess this one he just bought, but yeah, 4th Infantry. All the other ones are police. So that's pretty cool, because he was in Vietnam, if you don't know that. That's one. He also was in the Smith & Wesson Academy. There's another one there. And then all of his, the police department he was in. And then they updated their patch to this years later. And now that same department, obviously he's retired, uses that. So there you go. So he gave me a good amount of patches. He's got to give me one more from the hometown that he used to be a police officer in. And then we'll be all set. But yeah, still, if you guys have any patches, if you're police, fire, EMS, Coast Guard, Navy, military, any military whatsoever, hit me. I'll take them. We'll put them up in this. I always forget to point this out too. That is a patch right there from the Coast Guard, from one of my followers as well. I believe his name was Lee. Excuse me. John says, can the swing bags fit with the next dang try hardtop? I'm not sure. Anybody have an answer with that? Anyone? Anyone? Help a dude out. I'm having scallop wrapped with bacon with home fries. Delicious. I would like some of that. Thank you. Tundra said, I watched World War II in color on Netflix. A very intriguing documentary. Love World War II documentaries. By far my favorite war to watch stuff on, to research. Not knowing anything since I've been off the Tundra channel for a little bit. What's in store for the 2019 car shows? Are they going to unveil any new Tundra updates? I don't think so. I don't think so. You know, it's still not the next-gen Tundra time yet. One thing I did hear, and I don't know if when I was getting this inside information, if they meant with the next-gen or next year, they made it seem like next year, 2020 Tundra will have Apple CarPlay. So, did you email me about the 2012 GMC? I can't find it. I cannot find what you're looking for. You're talking about the Nevada edition one, right? I went and looked, and I can't find. So, I don't know. Keep me updated on that, though. We're so grateful to all of our service people, the backbone of our country, yes. And I will use this channel as a vital part in thanking the servicemen and women and the emergency services of this country, for sure. Can't change who I am, you know. Rob has the TRD Big Brake Kit. Not worth the money. Okay, there you go. I would go with Stop Tech if you want stock brakes or aftermarket such as Wheelwood or Bear. Okay. And Rob Yoda spent the money so you don't have to. I like it. It's cool how this one went in depth, yeah. With where and when battles happened, and I forgot just how dumb Hitler was. It's crazy times. It might have went a lot differently if he didn't go... Like, he just went insane. He started to try to take over everything. And when he broke his pact with Russia, that was the end of the end. Beginning of the end. End of the end. Would you rather an EcoBoost F-150 or a Ram Eco Diesel? Can I get the 5.0 Coyote V8 F-150? That's what I would pick. But if you're forcing me, I guess EcoBoost. I don't know. 3.7. I'm shutting on my teeth. Actually, so just note to self, we talked about this earlier in the live stream. Ran out of Dayquil, so I took aspirin instead for this head cold. It seems to work. I feel pretty good right now. And we should also, in Washington, you guys have accents. What do you mean? I guess everybody has an accent no matter where you are. Ford or Dodge? I would probably go Ford, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't really care for the new design of the Rams exterior-wise. I'm not a huge fan of them. I like the older designs, like the Rebel, okay? Like they made like a front fascia upgrade to the Rebel. I like the old one. I don't know, just me. You know, I'm going to open this right now. I was going to do it. I keep saying I was going to do it, and then I keep forgetting. I got this box like maybe 2 weeks ago, maybe more. I just almost knocked the grill off the wall. That would have been loud. So, I'm going to open this. I mean, it's nothing special, but I won on Twitter back a couple weeks ago. You know how you always see those things on Twitter? I always retweet them. It's always companies and brands saying like, hey, if you retweet, follow us, and tag a friend, you might be able to win this thing we're giving away today. We'll pick a winner at 6. Okay, well, I won. I won from Furniture Row Racing a hat of Martin Truex Jr., so I figure we'll open it up. I want to see what it is. I keep forgetting to open the damn box. So we're going to check it out. But yeah, like everyone always tags me. I'm like the friend people tag, and then I do it. And I actually was able to win, which is pretty cool for once. Mucinex DM. I don't know. Never been a Mucinex guy. Gotta go having lunch. Happy New Year, you too. Cal, be safe on the road, bro. Safety first. Let's open up this thing. See what it looks like. Maybe it's $1 million instead of a hat. Take that. Okay. Now we're open. Sorta. Yeah. Cool. Very cool. Oh, they actually sent me. Oh, that's cool. I didn't even know I got these. Congrats, they say. Alright, so they sent me. So it's a Furniture Row Racing hat. This is like one of the crew hats that they wear when this is a sponsor. Auto Owners Insurance. This team doesn't exist anymore, so this is from last year. Furniture Row Racing, Toyota, and then the 78 on the side. It's a fitted hat, which is cool. I'm not a Martin Truex fan, but not bad. That's the Toyota logo on the back. Can't be too bad. So thank you, Auto Owners. And they also sent me these things. I guess this is what Martin would sign if you met him. And then the back, bunch of stats. 2017 NASCAR champion right here. So that's cool. Thanks, Auto Owners. That was a big win. Cool. Very randomly, and Dan could tell you because he's always in this Twitter thing that I'm talking about, that people give away stuff, especially around Christmas. There's always the, hey, like this tweet, retweet it, follow, and tag a friend. I've been doing those for years and never win. Finally got one. Let's see. Let's get caught up here. Ford for sure made the Dodge mistake twice. There you go. If you had an issue with it, yeah, that's an easy answer right there. Look at the new Chevy HD. Ugh. I don't hate it. I just don't like the grille. Or where the mirrors are on the side. Not really a fan of that. If you didn't attack the Soviet Union and hadn't helped Italy, the war would have been much different. If the U.S. had not entered the war, Germany would have won. It's a good call. Very good points there. Got a little cocky there, and you kept going. It's pretty crazy. But it's a very good war as far as research and stuff. Like back in school, I used to do research on World War II, hardcore, like into the battles they never talk about. There's some really great stories that come out of it. Definitely. Gotta go have lunch. Okay, he's got Mucinex DM. I don't know. I never used Mucinex, I don't think. Just saw you were live. This is too early. Baker, it is very early, my friend. But unfortunately, I'm under the weather today, and this is the only time I can do. My bad. I usually take Mucinex 2, but liquid. Okay, check that out. It is funny how things got quiet real quick, LOL. Yeah, no one cares about NASCAR on this channel at all. Ford over Dodge when talking about diesel. Okay, there you go. Wow, really? Not a Cummins guy? Not a big Cummins guy, I guess. It's funny when you talk about that kind of stuff on social media or you see on YouTube. I guess it's just anywhere. It's kind of what I go through every day. You know, with fans of other brands. A lot of fans of other brands and even Toyota fans cannot support what other people drive. Appreciating differences does not exist in the automotive world. I've come up with that. Thunder says, I don't know. I'd take a Cummins. All right. Merv, what's going on, dude? TD taking the future wife on another date. Taking my 2016 2.0 Malibu. There you go. Give her both sides of it. You gave the truck last time. Now you do the Malibu. Good stuff. Rob Yoda. Oh, what's up, Eddie? Rob Yoda, especially when you talk about Cummins, that Diesel 6 sucks. Eddie ain't a fan. Not a fan. Yeah. And I'm still, this is another thing because of that video I made that everyone seems to be talking about nowadays. Still hearing no diesel from Toyota coming for Tundra. So I don't want anyone to get their hopes up. But the two, I always say this, the two things that I hear the most of in all the chatter about the next-gen Tundra, there won't be a diesel and V6 twin turbos. One way, shape, or form. So, again, it's all speculation. I agree, the Cummins is awesome. However, it's not in the newer vehicles, I don't believe. That's a good question. I think it is. No? Huh. I have to look into that. Someone, get on their phone. Look into that. Are there still Cummins and Rams? Help bros out. Let's see. Back in 2000, I would have said a Chevy because they had Cummins motor and an Allison transmission. There you go. No, the Ram 1500 does not have a Cummins. Okay, cool. I'm having trouble with my workhorse 2009 Tundra. Her bumper rusted off. Man, I've heard that a lot. I think you and I have talked about that before there, 09. But yeah, I've heard that a lot. The older bumpers, the one-piece chrome bumpers, they don't really last well. I wonder how they will get their 30 mpg. It's all speculation. My guess, if I had to guess, is if that is actually what's going down, it would be like, it wouldn't be all throughout the range of trims or anything like that. There'd probably be like one Tundra in one configuration, going downhill with the wind behind it and a really small displacement motor, something like that, with a lot of assistance, you know. I still think you'll see a V8. I still think there'll be a V8 in the trims in some way, shape, form, kind of like the 5.0 Coyote V8 for Ford. They have EcoBoost, but they give you an 8 just in case you want it. But I think, you know, we'll see what happens with that. People were not feeling that. There was, you know, a lot of people were liking it and seeing how they think they could do it and making constructive conversation about it, which was the whole point of the video. And then there were the guys who just want to trash all over anything Toyota does regardless. And yeah, but the life of a YouTuber, eh? Speaking of newer vehicles, I did see the new Ram in person, and honestly, it is a very good looking ride. 1500? You thinking 1500? Is that what you're talking about? You're talking about the big diesel ones. Yes, my regular work truck and my work truck. There you go. Ram 1500 has an Italian diesel. Oh, okay. No thanks. 30 mpg by Magic, right? Yeah. Magic. What's up, camper? Guys, once again, if you got to check my video out yesterday. That's important. We're going to be doing the fan feature again, but now there's a new template to follow. So if you ever sent in a fan feature and you never got called, you got to send it in again. Follow the template of yesterday's video. Make sure you check out yesterday's video. Point in case. RB, what's going on? I almost said Robert. Save. RB says, I was on live chat with the Chevy dude and asked, is it true J.D. Powers is an advertising firm paid by Chevy? What does initial quality refer to in length of time? Was ignored. Imagine that. Almost 100% J.D. Power is definitely, it's definitely an advertising firm. I don't know if Chevy pays them, but I was actually watching a Scotty Kilmer the other day on that, who he basically was saying don't ever trust that stuff. J.D. Powers and all that. I don't know. I guess You kind of got it. That's why I always tell people. I always tell people this: do your own research. Don't trust stuff like that. Look into things. Test drive everything. I had a gentleman contact me yesterday who basically said, should I buy a lifted, brand new, but lifted at the dealership, Ford F-150, 2018 Ford F-150 5.0 V8, or should I buy a Crew Max 5.7 V8? And my answer to him was, go test drive both and see what one, you know, sparks your fire there. You know, I can't make the decision for you. I can definitely help you if you have questions specifically, but overall, at the end of the day, it's going to be what you want in your driveway, you know? And I know I'm Tundra Dude, whatever, but I'm still not biased. You know, there are definitely trucks out there I like that aren't Toyota, and I would never just naturally point somebody, no, get a Tundra. No, that's not how I roll. Even though a lot of people that don't know me, that troll me, want to tell you that I'm Tundra fanboy all the way. So, can't please them all. Richard says, looking to get a Rhino rack for my 18DC. I have those integrated tracks on both my cab and canopy, so bars of racks can be fit and moved up back. Cool. Small rack on the cab or larger one on the canopy. Huh. Let's go canopy, man. I don't know. What are you going to use it for? What's your main purpose? Road trip yesterday, I was under 17 mpg, and that's been about the best I've ever seen. There you go. 2020, I'm buying a new truck, maybe an EcoBoost F-150. I don't know. There's nothing wrong with trying new things. The only thing I would say to someone when it comes to buying an EcoBoost, because of the stuff you hear about the massive problems that people have, and there are people that have problems, and then there are people who never have problems, and that is pretty much in any brand. You know, I know guys who bought Toyota Tundras and had nothing but problems. Just, it happens, and they swear by never buying a Tundra again. What I would do and suggest is lease it. You should probably lease it. That way, in 3 years, you can make a move. In 3 years, you could determine, wow, this is the greatest thing I ever drove. Or you could be like, oh, I'm going to go back to Tundra. I'm going to go do Chevy next. Or, you know, I mean, the advantage is there for you if it's something that you want to try out. You know, I'm a big lease supporter on my end. I've bought vehicles. I've leased vehicles. But I do like to lease them. I do like new vehicles every few years. And especially if I was trying a new brand that I've never tried before, or a new truck, whatever, I would definitely lease first. That's a me thing, though. Eddie says, Tundra, I agree, most Dodge Chryslers look great on the outside, but the inside, ... meaning the motors, yes. Eddie Miller, the interior was nice, too. Nothing I would want, but it's nice. JD Powers, LOL, yes, they were. There you go. What is the fan feature? Do you do it on live? No, I do them on the videos. I would go check out yesterday's video, and it'll give you everything you need to know. And there's also a fan feature playlist if you want to go look at some of the other ones that I've done. Scotty is the man. I like Scotty. He catches a lot of crap. He catches a lot of crap from people, but he keeps on ticking. Chevy Dude used to be cool. I think his head is getting too big with the 100K subscribers. Chevy Dude, I've watched a few times. Nothing consistent. I don't even remember the videos I've watched of him. I know who he is. He's that Louisiana Corvette dealer, right? I've watched a few videos of him. None to give you, you know, either direction on if I like him or not. I just caught him. He was on, like, one of my suggested video things. But, yeah, nothing crazy. How could GM be #1 in initial quality with their rattling plastic, ticking, and oil-burning motors and leaking AC condensers? That's pretty funny. Let's see. I put too many kilometers to lease. Okay. Well, that's a different story, then. See, I consistently get pounded by people saying I should get a new Mustang GT Premium, but I test drove the Challenger and Camaro, and the Mustang for me drives and feels better. And I'll be honest with you, Cole, if I was going to pick a car like that, I would probably gravitate toward the Mustang GT myself. So I'm on your side. But good. See, you test drove all, and you like the Mustang GT. You almost bought that Camaro last year. I bet you're happy you didn't do that now. Mustang GT is just one of those cars that is just... has that reputation, other than the stupid reputation that people give it now. But, like, long-term, you know, that's just a cool car, man. Eleanor, the Shelby. Come on, man. But, yeah. I would definitely look into a Mustang GT. My father's owned a bunch of them. Who cares about initial quality? Honestly, most cars are problem-free in the first 3 to 5 years. Well, most car reviews don't take into consider long-term reliability. Boom. I'm probably going to be doing a video either tonight. I probably won't do it tonight because I'm not feeling good. It'll be tomorrow's video. I'm going to tell you guys what the ultimate plan I have is for the Platinum Pro. Because there is an ultimate plan that I never told you about that we're going to talk about either tonight or tomorrow. Let's see, if I could, I'd go with Corvette. But with the Yukon getting Corvette power, I don't need one. There you go. In my opinion, the Mustang is better in every way. I'm with Rob on that one. +1 for the Mustang. I love the Mustang. It is a car that I like for sure. The Mustang will not catch on fire. It's lighter and faster than the Camaro, and it has a newer interior. For me, the Camaro, I've just never been down with the body style. When it first came out, what was it, 2010, 2011, whatever it was, the first year of them, I thought they looked cool, but I don't know. I always felt the Mustang had just a unique, just sick, good look to it. No matter what kind of change they make to the exterior when they do refreshes or redesigns, I think the Mustang always looks cool. It always looks like a Mustang to me. No problem telling what it is. Some of the things they've done to the Camaro over the years to do little refreshments on it and all that, I haven't really been a fan of. Just my opinion. The Challengers I like. I like the Challengers a lot. I think they have such a good look compared to the old one. Like, you could still see a lot of the classic Challenger in the new ones. But the problem is, I just feel like it's everyone's go-to. Everyone gets a Challenger nowadays. The fact that you could buy a vehicle with 707 or 790 horse right off the showroom floor is scary to me. Because this is the thing. You buy a vehicle, right? You buy a Mustang, good Mustang, 500 horse Mustang, right? And then you work on it to get more horsepower out of it. But then as you're working on it, you're learning how to drive something with that much power, okay? If you go out to a Ram dealer, or excuse me, to a Dodge dealership, you buy a Challenger, a Hellcat, whatever, and it has all that 707 horse, you got to know how to drive that kind of power. Just saying. That's scary. Gotta go, bro. Camper Mike, be good. Have a good day. Eddie, all the new cars are throwaway cars. They're never meant for long-term use. In fact, that's how they get their ratings. Rock and roll. If I was to go with a Camaro, it would have to be the ZL1. See, I just don't dig it. I just don't dig the ZL1. Rob Yoda 559, not my Tundra. Ooh, got him. Nice. I'm a Chevy guy, but good luck working on your ZL1 with the motor behind the dashboard. Yeah, what's up with that? Yeah, you know what I liked? My buddy's father growing up had a big, I don't even think they called it a Silverado, but it couldn't have been called a Silverado back then. I got to get a picture of this thing. Early 90s, red interior, red cloth interior, Chevy Z71, big pickup truck, full size. But that thing took us everywhere, man. That thing was a big old truck. Awesome. See, that's back in those Chevy days, though, and I absolutely love Chevy. Like a Rock, when that was their big, promo to the world. Like a rock. Let's see. Did anyone here ever own a 4.7? Me. I owned a 4.7. Question away. My first Tundra was a 2007 Toyota Tundra 4.7 liter. SR5. No upgrade. Eddie Miller, even the Tundra wasn't meant to last over the factory 5 years limit. The transmission not even serviceable. Oh boy. And the argument begins. You just go pedal to the metal and hope for the best to learn quickly to drive that much horsepower. True. Was not. Oh, you were correct. Okay, I got it. Was not meant to last over. Okay, I got you, Rob. 10-4, buddy. What's the difference in the power? I haven't driven it in years, but when I went from a 4.7 to a 5.7, I always felt like the two things I noticed with the 5.7 being more powerful was the initial, when you hit the pedal off the line, and in the pull gears, like the second to third, third to fourth, it has a ton of power. It's not a bad motor at all. It's just the 5.7 had more pull to it, more feeling of pull, if that makes any sense. It just felt like the 4.7 was lacking just a little bit on the high end. Cole says, but I'll get the Mustang GT when I'm able. Yeah, going with white or red. Not bad. See, if you do white, you could black everything out, which is commonplace these days, but always looks good. Rob, yeah, don't believe that non-serviceable transmission. I get the tranny fluid changed regardless. Excuse me. Also, the Tundra at 100,000 will need a major tune-up, which is very expensive on new vehicles. The white Mustangs with blue rally stripes normally hold their value more than the red. That's actually a good-looking car right there. The white with the blue stripes. 10-4 on that one. Rob Yoda, the 100,000-mile tune-up is not that much. What is it? Let me guess here. Is it? I'm gonna say $600 for the tune-up. Totally guessing. Brian Johnson from ACDC. How you doing? I love my 17 Tundra Crew Max. Replaced the 2010 Camry that was totaled by a deer collision. Terrible. Unfortunately, vehicles in my area don't last more than 10 years. After that, they're just rust buckets. Yeah, I mean, the ocean is right down the street for me. I feel you on that one. So we'll see. One thing I hate about my Tundra is that I can't keep a bumper or gas in it. You can't keep a bumper or gas in it? Yeah, oh, I get that. I got it now. The bumper thing's weird. You know what you should do? If your Tundra still has life in it and you want to keep it, you should just get yourself an aftermarket bumper. Like, just go for an aftermarket brand. Do like a front and rear swap of the chrome. Don't do chrome anymore. Just get some body color, front and rear. Done deal. Never worry about it again. It's the only way. Because the rust that you get on the rear bumper, I'm telling you, I've heard that 100 times. Well, I'm a Razorback fan, so that's why I'd go with red. Oh, he'd make it a Razorback Mustang. Razor Stang. Stangback. No, all of those are dumb. Okay. Yep. I feel like the aspirin's wearing off now. Getting a little headache. The 100,000 is not that much, but you'll probably spend about $5 grand if you take it to the factory with a new timing belt, water pump, and valve adjustment, which I believe they all do at 100K. Ooh, that's a lot. Get chrome. Don't listen to these guys. There we go. Chrome versus no chrome. Happens again. It's still alive a year later. Yeah, that's what I'd go to the hill in. Oh, boy. There you go. Yeah. So, yeah, we always have the argument, ban the chrome, says Brian Johnson. There's people who love chrome. There's people who hate chrome. God bless them all. Whatever you like. That's what I always say. One of the things I always say to people who always, you know, crap all over the Tundra to me in comments and stuff is like, if we had it, or if they had it their way, we would all be driving whatever brand they like. But then what would you make fun of? Then what would you go after? What if everybody had the same exact thing every single day? There'd be no fun. There'd be no individuality. People don't get it. Is black really everyone's happy color in today's world? I just, personally with me, I've always just liked the blacked out look on vehicles. And I gotta be honest with you, and I'm gonna contradict myself. I don't really like when black vehicles have black everything, like that murdered out look, even though that's sitting outside of my driveway right now. But I do like when, you know, like, I always like the white with the black accenting. I always like the matte gray with black. I just think it looks better. To me, chrome, nothing against chrome, I just don't like it. That's really it. I don't like the shininess, you know? No rust, no chrome, says Merv. Heck no, I hate black for a primary color. There you go. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that. I mean, I did it because the platinum that was sitting on Frank's lot was black. And that was the #1 reason that I have a black platinum Tundra now. If it was a platinum Tundra that was blue or white, it would be that color. That was kind of just what was sitting there. And I think everyone should own one black vehicle in their life. It will make you realize how much you have to take care of black to keep it nice, clean, shiny. And it'll make you really like your next vehicle that's not black. Hardest color to wash without scratching. Agree. Yeah, it shows everything. Even when I had the Tundra, when I sent it up to Liberty for the last service, and they did like a hardcore wash and wax, like, you know, detail, full-on detail, dude, in a matter of 2 days, it was back to dusty. You know, it just is what it is. Yeah, Mike wants everybody's chrome. Send it his way. Excuse me. I have a suggestion. Why don't all the TD34 subscribers move to Florida and none of you have to worry about rust again? I would move to Florida. I would move to Florida in a minute. I'm kind of done with the cold. I know that makes no sense. People always give me crap. I grew up on the ice playing hockey, and I hate cold. I was in goalie pads, man. Wasn't that cold when you're in goalie pads. My Malibu black is hard to keep clean. And also, when you walk out of a hockey rink and it's summer, boom, that's how you stop the cold. In winter, it's just winter. My Malibu black is hard to keep clean. Oh yeah, it's everyone, dude. Especially in a smaller car like a Malibu that has, you know, lower to the ground. You pick up all that road grime. Pain. Pomp Cat is fine in Southern California. I guess you would be. Southern California, pretty. Cliff C, I lived in Florida. Many vehicles there are rust buckets. I think where you go. So in New Mexico, we have no rust, but we do have dust. Okay. Yeah, if you go to like, what do they always say? Like Texas, right? Like San Antonio, Houston, all that. There's no rust in Texas. That's why, like, if you ever wanted to get like a true used car, like a classic or something like that, you get them out of that area because there's no rust down there. Okay, timing chain can probably go longer. Was not aware of that. Either way, 100,000 mile tune-up is normally expensive. However, most people don't keep their vehicles that long anyway nowadays. Okay. It's pretty true. I would love to see figures on that, how long people keep vehicles. I would love to see the average. I'm going to guess the average would be like maybe a 3.2 or something like that. Years. National average. Everybody seems to be getting in and out. And I mean, dealerships, they don't mind. That's how you keep them in business. But everybody gets those things in the mail, I'm sure, where it says, you know, order now or something. What's up? Hi. What are you doing? You want to show them your painting? Let them pick. Yeah. Yeah. Bring it over. I keep them for 7 years usually. Ooh, that's pretty good. But if you can, I say hold on to it. Look, here we go. Here we go. You're about to see Michelle's paintings she's done in the last 3 days or so. And this is her first time painting in 10 years. These are oil paintings. She followed a Bob Ross video. What do you think? You could get in the shot. It's your paintings. It's okay. You're getting in the shot. Then they're going to see my pile of laundry, so let's not get them in the shot. It's pretty sweet, right? Should hang these back here. Give me the other one. I like this one.
This one doesn't have like a lip to grab.
I just take it there.
The top is probably dry.
This is the other one.
I don't like that one as much.
I like this one. Dig it, right? It is. See, Pomp Cat likes it, dude. You just don't care. I'll take this one then. You can have that one.
It looks like it's just floating.
It's not. It's snowing out. That's the point of it. Dan likes it. Nice work from Michael. You're getting love. Yoda says hi, Michelle. Hi. Hi. She just got home from work. We decided pasta.
It's going.
It's going right now, guys. I got to go back here. Both the wife and I drive 20,000 miles a year each. Leasing is not an option for us. That's a lot of miles. The panhandle didn't count. It's snow there. Okay. Every time TD drinks a Pepsi on stream, I have to drink a Coke to feel better. Oh, boy. Oh, dude, check this out. Check this. Don't move, Michelle. I got that. Okay, she's coming down. Sorry, that never happens. She followed you down here.
Did you,
I did not. I did not. In-laws are getting rid of the Sequoia because they do not want to put money into it. Okay. It has 125,000 miles on it. Okay. Time for a new one. That's awesome. Looks great. He said he will buy you a new Benz. I'll take a new Benz, but I don't really want a Benz either. Is that crazy? Well, my friend did the same thing as well, except exact same paintings. There you go. Yeah, she used to be a big artist, painter, for fun in school and stuff. But she hasn't done it in 10 years and picked up the brush, and that's what happens. She got the talent, kids. I like them. Go, girl. I'm going to tell her you said that. I like that one. Nice job on the paintings. Yep. Just need a Tundra parked by the barn. That would be cool. Pomp Cat with the cat emoji. Yeah. That's our cat, Haley. That's the reason I can't get a dog. Because that cat can't handle it. Phone is dying. Going to have to go. Thunder, we'll see you again soon, buddy. I have a Benz, biggest piece of junk. Nothing against those cars, but okay, so there's a channel I want you guys to check out. You tell him I sent you. I believe it's called Steve Pitbull. Okay, he's a owner of a shop in Long Island. It's a Benz service shop. Okay, he's great. He is a great channel. Check him out. He's got some stories, but yeah, man, Benzes. People who buy Benzes don't understand. You're going to have to put a lot of money into the Benz, you know? It's like people who save up all their life to buy a Ferrari. They buy the Ferrari, and then they don't realize how expensive the maintenance is on a Ferrari. You know? Very good. Thank you, Dee Dee. Appreciates. Dance Master, what's going on, pal? Holy shit. She has a talent, dude. Yo, she's very... This girl's talented. She paints like that. She does the big... Please tell me you've seen her cakes. You know, she did the... if you ever have never been to her channel, it's called Shelly's Bake Shop on YouTube. She hasn't done a video in months, but she has done some videos, so go check that out. She makes cakes. Designer cakes, you know? She's got talent. TD, she's more talented than you. Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. Just got off work. Cool, man. How was it today? Did you get in trouble today? Ben's service is super expensive. Yeah, you got to check that channel out. LL, my Mercedes did not have a hood latch last time I bought one of them. Awesome. I'm going to look this up for you right now for this channel because I want you guys to check it out. I just found it the other day, maybe a week or so ago, 2 weeks. Steve Pitbull. I think that's... Let me just make sure this is him. Yeah, okay. The channel name is Steve Pitbull. Oh, God. Oh, you just can't... Nope. Phone's too lit, so we're going to have to turn the brightness down like that. Okay, there it is. Steve Pitbull. Check it out. He's got some really entertaining videos. Just a real New York type of guy. Like, New York guys don't play, man. They'll tell you how it is, and I love that about his channel. You don't mess around. No trouble hammered compared to the slim business we got yesterday. Okay. No Ben's trouble is all I can say, for real. Also, my Porsche GT was the same way. You could not open the hood without going into the dealer. For real. It's funny. I mean, and it's just one of those things, and Rob, you've owned one, so you'll know. Like I said, it's just, they're not cheap to upkeep, man. You're buying a name, you're buying a ultimate sports car that could do great things, but, man, they're not that reliable, unfortunately. Always remember, a Benz is a Chevy in Europe. Cheers to that. TD, I would bet you bed divider. I bet your bed divider you can't do that. Riddle me this, Cliff. I used to do Bob Ross paintings myself. I used to have the Bob Ross kit back in the early 90s. I can fire it up again. Do some landscape shots. Show you what I got. I don't think I'll ever be able to do it that good. Heading home. Talk to you later. Have a good stream. Thanks, Dance. We're ending it soon anyway. Also, never buy a car that has a center lug nut. More problems than anything. There you go. A little F1 style right there. That's pretty crazy. A center lug nut. Insane. Insane. No bends and no caddy. Yeah, I could see that too. My buddy had a really nice one. Like a CTS or something. And lots of problems. He had lots of problems. It did say good morning to him when he got in the car every day, though. By name. So that was pretty cool, I guess, back then. That was like 10 years ago. That had like a... That was like the beginning of the navigation screens. When they started to be on the high-end cars a lot. And you'd look at it and you're like, whoa. My car's never going to have a navigation screen. And now you can find navigation screens and infotainment screens in Hondas. So everything catches up. So whatever you see in high-end luxury cars now, eventually you'll see, filtered down low to us mass-produced car people. It's just the way it is. Right, Carl? Tell him, dude. Cool. Just one of those, just the way the world works, I guess. The way the automotive world works, at least. Ugh. Didn't even have to use my tissues this whole live stream. This is good. I remember when AC was an option. There you go. Remember when, like, power windows was an option? And now you can't find a car without power windows anymore, man. I can't tell for Mercedes is Ford or GM now. They use both motors, and AMG is normally Ford, and the regulars are Chevy. There you go. But did you have the Afro? No, I could never have an Afro. But although I will tell you, when my hair grows out, you can't tell because I had a hat on now. When my hair grows out, it grows out. I bet you I could have that Bob Ross Afro if I really tried. Happy little trees. Happy little trees. Yes, sir. All right, so I think we're going to call it a live stream here, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I'm sorry it was so early, but good amount of people here today, so appreciate it. Hope you guys tune in tomorrow or later tonight. I don't know when I'm going to do the video, depending on how I feel. What is the future of the Platinum Pro long term? I'm going to give you the whole story tonight, and you guys can Tell me what you think. All right. But yeah, thanks for being here. Good conversation as always, and we will talk soon. I'm glad you caught it too. Have a good one. If you're on the West Coast, get back to work. You still got a few more hours. If you're on the East Coast, you're probably going home soon. So be safe on your ride. And thanks for being here, guys. Take care now. Bye-bye then.